Just, yo, there we go. Um, all right, looks like it's working. Hopefully there was no information on that screen. I don't think so. The only thing I can think of is the streaming key. Oh, my voice must be coming through twice. Let me fix that. Like a grandpa trying to use this. Uh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Um, I'm gonna try to talk softly here. Guess it's late, but I'm gonna preface this. Let me pull up the stream on my phone so I can still see the chat without having the window blocking everything. Okay. So, I don't think anyone's watching right now, and if people pop in, I'll kind of reiterate on this. But what I'm doing is something that I actually kind of tried a while ago, back when it was years ago when I was still in undergrad. I did a stream where I wasn't really composing, I was more so like transferring stuff that I had written by hand onto Sibelius or into Sibelius. Um, and I figured I would try that again. And so the reason I'm trying that again is because now that I'm a grad student, I often don't have as much time to allocate to composing as I used to. And it's a hobby that I'm really passionate about. I love composing. So when there come times that I'm not really able to spend time working on pieces that I'm wanting to write and all of that, I just, it's not fun. And then when, after these large breaks of not being able to compose, once I get some free time, I'm often kind of, it's like when you play an RPG game, very story driven game in general, and you leave it for a long time and you come back and you're like, what the hell was I doing? I kind of feel like that when I'm composing, and I feel like my sort of ability to compose has kind of deteriorated a little bit. Um, and sometimes, the motivation's not there, but I have these ideas, I have these pieces I want to write. So what do? I figured I would start maybe streaming every so often this just to kind of motivate myself. I don't know if anyone would be particularly interested in this. I'm sure some people would be. Granted, my usual audience, my usual small audience that is usually there for my game related stuff, may not be as interested in this, and I get that it's a very big departure from what I normally do, but uh, I figured it might help motivate me, and I don't know if other people who write music maybe pop in, they can yell at me for some advice. I don't know. But um, as you can see on my channel, I do have other compositions I've worked on, and mostly it's piano music. And that's actually what I'm working on here. I'm working on a prelude that I had an idea for. And let me make sure audio will actually make it through. I'm going to do like a weird split screen thing. I just want to see if. Awesome. 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 Also, if for people who may be in the chat while I'm doing this, things aren't audible, just let me know. Just yell at me and I'll fix it. Um, yeah, let me remind myself where I was at here. Okay. Um, it's funny because I actually write a lot of these pieces with the intention of having like a lot of rubato in them. So when Sibelius doesn't play that, and it kind of sounds like garbage when you play the rhythm straight, and I'm like, oh, is it because I'm not writing something very well, or is it because the playback isn't what I'm intending? Um, okay, well, where do I start? Well, there was one thing I was thinking of here. Kind of wanted to transition into repeating this higher up section again. But not like transition, but have sort of like an echo of that melody down here, which is actually a shortened version of this melody over here. So I have actually written some of this out by hand. I'm just struggling to figure out what to do harmonically and sort of the transitions between these very short motifs without being able to hear it. Uh, I wonder if maybe instead of doing the same quarter note pattern, if I extend it slightly, what would be the... So that would be kind of interesting. I'm thinking of having this pattern come back, this sort of up and down arpeggiation of some... But I don't want it to talk over this too much. I want it to kind of cross through it, but I want this melody here to still be somewhat independent. So, what are we in? Okay, so this is E major 7, so I'm fine with keeping that. Okay, I think that's good because I stay out of the way of this B until after it's gotten a chance to kind of sound. So that's good. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, and another thing too. So one thing that makes my compositional thing more difficult for me now is because I... Oh, there we go. Is because I used to work a lot. So I would write some ideas down just by hand from what I can hear in my head, and of course it's not perfect. So I'd go and play it and kind of polish it up, and I would do a lot of things like my harmonic progressions on the piano. But since I've been in San Francisco the past 2 years doing my masters, I didn't bring my piano with me. But I've taken up playing guitar, which is helping a little bit, especially with writing melodies. So you might hear me grab my guitar every so often. I think it'd be kind of interesting to have the melody leave off and then jump up to a super big tritone. That is not the clef I meant to put there. There we go. So the thing that a big thing I'm trying to do in this piece is I'm trying to create these very dreamy like harmonies, but without straying too far away from sounding like we're in a key. I want it to sound like it's in E major, but I want the harmonies to be kind of muddy. So I don't want to go like full like non-functional harmony or anything like that. Okay, what note could we start? I think G sharp. Yeah, fourth. That'd be good. Ooh. What might be interesting, another thing too, is I'm trying to avoid like a very obvious 5-1, like perfect. Well, not like 5-to-1 or 5-7-to-1 cadence. I'm trying to avoid a super strong exaggeration of that. So I want to kind of imply it by moving to this D natural instead of a D sharp, and then having it go up one way and go down, flattening the note, I think would create something kind of interesting. Let's see what this measure sounds like then, or the last two. So, maybe something I could do, because I want the space I'm taking up here to be kind of compressed. I want it to kind of mellow out and then jump back up to that. I also will do this because I'm intending for this to be a little bit slower, and then I'll do like an a tempo here again. Oh, I need to like extend, or I need to stretch the spaces out a little bit. I usually do like 8.5. That's better. Oh, the distance between the staves or the systems need to be bigger. That's probably a little more than I need, but it's fine for now. I'm not really super worried about getting the layout as I'm writing this. I just want it to be enough space so that I don't feel like I'm cramped while trying to do all this. Okay. Well, let's see how that sounds. You're probably going to hear like many measures that I repeat a lot. Like, I'm really happy with the beginning of the piece. It's just like, okay, yeah, so see, what I don't like is I don't like that, because I don't want it to sound like, oh, we're kind of in this register and the melody's starting from here. I want it to sound like, oh, we're going down and then we're jumping back up. So I may need to do something with this upper portion here such that it's not reaching up as far into the register. But the challenge is that we got this crosstalk between, we're jumping up a fifth here. So if I'm trying to keep it really close, I mean, I could always jump it down an octave, but I don't know if I want to do that. We could try it. I'm just worried that that will... Actually, what was it that I played before? It was... I need to see the notes I had before. I don't remember. Because I could just shove that all down an octave. See, but another thing is, I'm going E to E. Do I want that? Because before I was trying to avoid repeating the notes too much. Like between the melody and the arpeggiation. But then again, it's the tonic, so it's okay. Or not the tonic, the root. That's what I was trying to say. So it's okay. It's not a huge deal if I repeat it, I guess. Well, let's hear how that sounds. See, this is a lot of stuff that I used to be better at doing without having to think about it so hard. Like, I've gotten a few pieces out in my time here, but not a lot, and it could be that I'm a lot more self-critical, but I don't know if they're as good. Not that I'm like amazing at composing or anything, but I can see that there are things that I've seen and stuff I've written before. I'm like, there's no way I would think to do that now. Okay, so I like some stuff I'm hearing. This is too loud. I mean, I already have. So that's another thing about Sibelius too is well, this is not the Sibelius sound font. This is oh, what is it called? I'm using a different set of sounds for it. What is it? Mixer? No, that's not. But the problem is that there is a inherent like gigantic exaggeration of the volume of the higher registers with this particular piano sound versus the low registers, right? I can make the bottom notes, like the bass stuff further in the bass clef, be like, you know, forte, and then somehow still I've got like triple pianissimo on the top, and I can still hear it way more than I want to. Like I want this to be not up in the forefront of everything. And I actually was considering going back to MuseScore because I have downloaded the most recent version, and I it's actually pretty nice to use. And the sound, while is not as refined, it doesn't have the same problem. But the thing that MuseScore doesn't let you do is it doesn't let you set different dynamical instructions between staves, or at least you can set them, but it won't reflect that in the playback, which is annoying. So yeah. Um hmm. Let's see. Another thing I was thinking about experimenting with, though I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that, is I was thinking of keeping, instead of having this kind of climb down, I was thinking of keeping it at the same note here. Or keeping like this well, let me hear this isolated, because that also helps. Sometimes I'll listen to things where where's the oh. I kind of start this off sounding kind of like Liebestrom, but oh, you know what might be a good idea? Whew. Let's try this. Yeah, and I apologize if this isn't necessarily the most interesting, like, to watch content. I was thinking maybe this could be like, I don't know, something people put on in the background, trying to do that. Oh wow, it's almost midnight already. Because I was thinking, okay, maybe we could insert a measure in here. Oh, my mouse is lagging. I think it's, well, I don't think it's the mouse specifically. I think it might be just the fact that I'm doing the noise suppression, which says it is somewhat CPU intensive. Hmm. Let's see. So I wanted to insert a measure here. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I was thinking. That would be kind of interesting, actually. And it would go along with what I was saying with this thing. Okay. Hmm. Then, what I'm thinking I could do, take this bad boy down to the bass clef. Of course, take this bad boy back up to the treble clef, because... Okay, jeez. I'll just write what I was going to write in here. Just kind of write that an octave lower. Oh, that would actually be kind of interesting, because now... See, I don't know if I like how strongly I'm implying, or well, I'm not even implying the dominant, I'm just straight up, that is a dominant seventh. But I don't know if I want to do that. If it doesn't stick out in my face, I mean, considering I'm arpeggiating it and there's kind of a melody going on, and I'm also balancing it on top of the seventh, it may not be super in your face. So let's see. So maybe instead... Oh, what's the second of A? It's B. I was thinking maybe a 2-5-1, where we're now saying that A is the tonic, because I'm kind of... See, I'm wondering, because I feel like I always feel the need to change the key in the middle of the piece, but I'm not sure if I want to go that far here. I may just want to make it more harmonically unstable and not necessarily move all that far away in general from E major. Hmm. Because, see, I like this melody, I like the harmony I have here, and I also like this melody, but I don't know if I like the harmony that I have for it. And I don't know if I like the transitions that I did. Could try playing it out a little bit. And I'm also going to bring up OBS here just to see how audible this is. Grab my guitar. Okay. So I'll start playing from the beginning. And then I have... to where I have that, and I'll try to continue that. Guess we have that. That's the lowest I can go on this. Unless I tune it down, but I don't want to. Hmm. Let me see, is that even still audible? Yes, it is. And excuse my not great guitar playing. I've only been playing for like 6 months, so if that. Oh god, okay. Okay. I kind of like that. So we have the something like that. Okay. So that's nice because I'm not just repeating this 2 times. And I don't want to do that because it kind of, even though I'm keeping it, like, I guess you could call it the transition 2 meters, 2 measures long, it feels longer if I'm just repeating the same thing. And it's okay for me to repeat that second part or play that second part because it's not really new material. It's a shortened version of one of the introductory motifs that I have. So what if I make this? So I could do something like this. Okay, it doesn't give me enough space though. Okay, because I still want this to be longer. Okay, okay, perhaps I could pull that down, put the triplet here. But then I'm left with this really weird. Eh, let's listen to that just by itself, like the last couple measures of this melody. Melodic line. Another thing that I'm trying to accomplish here that's proving very difficult is trying to kind of keep both a flow but also have it be fragmented at the same time. Because this piece is supposed to kind of be dreamy, and dreams can be fragmented. Yeah, see, okay, I think I know what to do. I can shift everything over by an eighth note, or I can, Yeah, because I already have that eighth note and I want it to be more like this. Thinking something like that. Okay, that might work. I probably, again, pulled... That's another thing I don't like about Sibelius, is you have to rewind it. Can't just click on the measure you want to listen to. Ah, come on. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Where's the little thing to pull on? I really wish that wouldn't disappear. You make me want to go back to MuseScore. The only reason that I'm not using MuseScore is specifically because I can't make like the right hand staff and the left hand staff play back at different dynamical levels. Like you can put the things on there, but you can't, it won't play back that way. But I think that's important for this piece because I kind of don't want these arpeggiations to be very clear. I want them to be kind of creating this harmonic fog. So they're not supposed to be very loud against the melody. Ooh, that does, okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. And it's nice because you still get that sense that it's resolving to A. I get that sense that it's kind of resolving to A, but it's not like a crazy like Beethoven 5-7 to 1, like dominant seventh sort of resolution. I'm going to use this opportunity to test something out. We're going to do this. Well, no, I need it to move down somehow. Okay, so we have... Oh, I wonder... Ho, ho, ho. Let's do this. Oh, but if I make that a C, it's gonna... screw it. Let's try it anyway. Make... This is like not a good way to write these, but I still want to see what it sounds like. That actually, it might be good if I repeat this a third time. Because I was thinking of doing something where I repeat this a third time, but I move it up like a whole step, and then I also kind of change what's up here. So I might go for this, because what I was trying to do is, in this, like, little weird thing I'm testing over here, is seeing, like, oh, can I kind of do something with the whole tone scale? Because I was trying to avoid using the whole tone scale too much, even though it does sound dreamy, because it's gonna make it's gonna make it sound like there's no real harmonic function of anything that I'm doing, and I don't want that. I want there to be harmonic function. I just don't want it to be super dry. Hmm. Okay. See, that's not what I want. So, because this is a ninth. Ooh, okay, so that sounds good when I played it that way. So let's hear. Okay, and then what I could do is put like a tenuto on it. So like to hold that note a little bit more. Yeah, okay, so that I think that's nice because one, I can add this A to this chord to make it a more complicated chord while which I'm using more complicated like I'm trying to use a little bit more like ninths and stuff like that to create this dreamier sound. So adding this, it's like okay, you can put it in this weird sort of dominant 11th chord that I have. But it also kind of serves as an anticipation to this. I'm hoping that's what I'm thinking, and I think it sounds good. I think that sounds good. I'm gonna listen to the last two measures, just that top part, just to make sure it sounds okay on its own. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Okay, so now, okay, I'm gonna listen to just that section again. I think there's something here I might want to fix because something sounds awkward in there. But I'm not going to worry about it too much for now because I don't want to get stuck fixing a bunch of stuff until later on. See, one thing I am kind of worried about. Okay, how many measures? Because I'm kind of half also trying to keep the measures a bit more balanced. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the first section. Okay, perfect. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, that actually works. Because then I have 8 for the first section, 8 for the second, which is using some material from the first anyway. Um, I'm also trying to make sure that I'm not giving less developable ideas more time. Like, for example, I have some motifs here that have the potential to be utilized a lot more than others, so I'm trying not to overuse ones that don't feel like they have that potential to me. This is also a prelude. It's not supposed to be super long, so I'm not planning on dragging this out like too much longer. I just want like a more I want some kind of weird harmonic thing to happen in the middle, not necessarily a full-fledged B section because I want it to be more of a progression through a series of ideas. And then I think I have the way I want to end this piece, but I need to find a way to bridge from what I have before to what I have at the end because it's not at all similar except like some of the harmony aspects. I don't know the words. Okay. I'm gonna like copy and paste this stuff over somewhere else just to get it out of the way. Okay. Because I do want to use this weird whole tone idea that I have up here to kind of help with the harmonic weirdness I'm planning. Okay, I'm going to try to play out on the guitar what I want this melody to do because I don't want it to be exactly the same. Let me see, what other motifs can I maybe include from the first section, or maybe I can come up with a third option. because I have the, going up a fifth, down a sixth, and I also have the sort of flourish into that minor second between the fourth and the third. Those are the two main ones. I also have this drop down by a major second, but I don't know if I really want to consider that a full motif or if it's maybe just a transition between the two. Okay, so what do I have? I have and then that's what I have the first time, but then the second time. I'm thinking of something slightly chromatic. I don't know. I feel like that's too many notes. I don't like that. No, okay. I'm not trying to actually, maybe I should kind of include a weird chord in there that I reach by doing some weird chromatic thing. Because again, what I'm gonna do is I want to jump up to like a whole step maybe. Actually, let me see. Because I want to me I feel like jumping up a whole step and kind of shifting this whole melody up just one whole step will make it sound kind of strange in a dreamlike way. Let me see. Because we have that, but then we could go. Then we have. Excuse my poor playing. Hmm. Or maybe. So we have that, and we could. I'm starting to feel like going up just a half step sounds a little bit more dreamy. And I feel like it would make it easier to do some weird harmonic thing in the middle because jumping up a whole step, because I'm kind of balancing on the fourth right now. If I go up a whole step, we're just going to be on B, which is the fifth of my tonic. So I feel like it's going to pull me back too much to the tonic. Just playing the melody on its own, I'm starting to feel like just going up to B flat and having the melody start there actually sounds a little more dreamlike. Okay, so there's one specific sound I'm trying to get from that I've heard in another piece, Ravel's Prelude in A minor. And there's this one part where he has this interesting chord progression, it's this weird sound between two chords, and part of that comes from the fact that he's moving the chord up like a half step, like the first chord, and then you have the second chord, which is like just up a half step. But he also spreads the second chord out so it sounds a lot further away from the first one than it really is, which I can't really do here without completely botching the melody. Uh, but I'm thinking I might go with the half step. Let me try it again. So we have. Yeah, see, that doesn't sound all that dreamlike to me either. This is a stretch, but maybe up a minor third. That would be kind of interesting sounding. Because you have. Hmm. I'll come back to that. So let me try to do this melody again. So we have, and also for anyone in the chat or anyone watching right now, if I'm like playing a melody out and like you can't hear it, just let me know and I'll mess with the audio because I don't want, even though I'm not necessarily intending for this stream to be like, oh, you listening intently, you gotta catch everything I say or whatever. It's more relaxed, but I also still want, like, oh, I want kind of all the different things I'm doing to at least be audible. Okay, so we could do. Then we could do. See, that doesn't. That sounds like. It doesn't sound dreamy. That sounds. Sounds kind of like a sad anger, and I don't want that. Hmm. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna work on that. I was gonna try to work on that melody here, how to continue this. Because I don't want to comfortably land on E this time. Because before I have this very nice thing where, oh, we're going back to E and we're kind of pulling a dominant to tonic thing with A now being the tonic. I don't want that this time. Because I'm not going to jump to A. Oh, that's another thing too, though, is how I plan this part out will kind of depend partially on what chord I want to end up on. And that I haven't decided. Though, if I come up with a good melody, whatever I end up landing on might be just what I end up doing with the next part. Okay. Hmm. And also, if anyone listening live has ideas you want to throw at me, I'm totally open to anything. Not necessarily expecting it, but if you're like screaming at me through the screen, like, do this thing, then might be helpful. Especially because I'm not a super knowledgeable composer. I've taken a couple composition classes before. I've studied composition on my own a lot. Um, hmm. I also might just like zone out and mess around every so often, because sometimes if I get really stuck, I just zone out for a bit. Okay, maybe if I try this. Just start everything from the beginning. And then we get then man. No, because then that's again, that's like the whole tone scale almost. Oh man, this is just rough. I'm not coming up with something that I'm too attached to here. And then we get see, I don't want to rely on that. Maybe I'm also straying a little too far from like what this piece is supposed to be based on. So maybe if I think about dreams, I'll come up with something here. Hmm. Though, I mentioned maybe I don't want to repeat that thing again, or I don't want to stay too close to E. But if I do stay close to E and then all of a sudden, like I act like I'm gonna just, you know, I act like I'm gonna just lead into this again, but I don't, like harmonically, that might actually be a pretty good setup because I don't, it might be good if it's not expected that, oh, all of a sudden I'm in a completely different key. So I could still kind of lead back to E, but maybe. So. Yeah, okay, because hmm. Yeah, I could try that. What was the rhythm I had? Okay, I do have a quarter connected to an eighth. See, that's kind of a weird... No, maybe that's not that weird. It's not that weird of a rhythm. I think it just, I'm kind of spooked by it because I have it over a bar line here, but let's see what that sounds like. Hmm. Or perhaps I could switch it up. I always lose where things are here. Okay. So then maybe I can drop down chromatically. Or... I don't know, that seems kind of a little... I don't know. Hmm. Huh. A lot of me is just like going like, huh, So I'm just like not sure. Because I want it to be deliberate. I don't want to get out of here, Malwarebytes. Like I want what I'm doing to be deliberate. I don't want kind of like a nothing melody that I'm not really coming up with. You know, it might actually be interesting if I incorporated a faster sort of thing in here. Kind of build up energy rhythmically and then transfer that energy into the weird nonsense harmony I'm about to do. Yeah, I can try that. Ooh. Let's do this. No, come on. Oh, okay, that's a little too much energy. That just sounds wacky, like a clown bouncing around. I don't want that. Okay. I keep forgetting to make this a triplet. There we go. No. Okay, how about maybe I can just have this guy again, but I just make it instead of a whole tone. I can just make it a whole tone thing. That'd be kind of interesting. Because it would get me into those weird notes that are not part of E major pretty easily. I really do just have some weird rhythm thing going there. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting that's not that. Okay. Then, of course, and do this again. I'll just leave it at that for a minute here and just hear what that sounds like. Or I could... Ooh, actually, I like the way that sounds. Let's try that. Or I could have this be more direct, and then when it repeats in the bass, I could switch it up a bit more. I do feel like I'm a lot more productive, though, now that I've been streaming my entire process here. That's nice. I feel like I am and also kind of talking out loud what I'm doing and feeling like I'm not exactly just talking to myself is helping. Oh, whoa, whoa. Uh, there. So we have that. I wonder. That might sound even better than just a whole tone. Ooh, yeah, that does sound... It kind of keeps up with some of the jazzier harmonies I was using at the beginning. Because it kind of has this... Not exactly jazzy, I don't... But I like it. Now, I can probably use this same... I'm gonna just copy and paste this, grab this. There we go. See how that, because then I can alter that, make that a G natural. I don't like that. What did I do? Why don't I like that? Something, something I'm not liking. What does that sound like on its own? This is a tritone. Oh, or. That may... Hmm. Hmm. I'll take it back a couple measures and see overall what do I get. know. I think I know what sound I want, but I need to figure out what notes it is that I'm hearing to do that. Hmm. You're gonna hear me doing that a lot. How did I write that rhythm? Okay, I did that same thing. That's probably not the best way to split this up because it kind of loses the divisions, but Professor Reynold Tharp is not here to yell at me right now, so well he doesn't yell at people as far as I'm aware. But he's not here to be like, "Yo, don't write it that way." So I'm not gonna listen. Hmm. Okay. Because I have an idea for the sound, but I'm not sure. Because, like, what I'm thinking. Take this, keep this the same, but then make. Actually, it might be easier to come up with what the melody should be if I know what kind of chord I want here. I don't know if C sounds like what I want. Oh, yeah, that is what I'm looking for. That's exactly the sound I wanted. Okay, cool, cool, awesome. I don't know if that melody's hitting me too good, though. Could drop this down. It's that minor second that, like, I just don't like the way that it sounds here, but I don't know what other interval it would be. Actually, Oh, you know what? This is easy. I'm overcomplicating things. Hell, just do that. Like, I know it's a whole tone scale, but really I'm only changing one note in the E major scale, but I'm completely changing the harmony. Let's try that. Two notes. Hear that on its own. Yeah. Then I have. our B flags. I like the idea of having the C dominant 7. No, 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 no. There we go. Okay. Oh, actually, that's good. See, because I'm trying to make the change in the harmony interesting, but not necessarily like the chord itself sounds super. Why do you still sound weird? Or, I wonder. No, that doesn't change anything. But I wonder if instead. No. I apologize, I'm not talking as much. I'm like in the zone on this thing. Oh, I might lead it back to. That doesn't really sound dreamy. Come on. Hold on. Break out the guitar again. So we have. Ah, that's why it sounds weird, because this isn't. So we then have. Oh. Haha. So then, because I want that weird C major chord thing going on. I want that. So we could. Okay, let's try something like that. Okay, let's just completely. Or because I feel like this would be more impactful if the harmony is changing at the same time. So, hmm. So, okay. Just kidding. I don't really remember the notes. Okay, God, this is a struggle. So, hmm. Oi, this is rough. I also wonder if it's partially because I'm getting tired, because it is after midnight. It's like 1 a.m. for me right now. I did I do that? No, I didn't. Okay, so I just have like an extra note here. Oh no, I don't have an extra note. I'm just being dumb. Okay. Okay. Yo, what? I don't want to record nothing. Or I don't want to record that. Hmm. Oh god. I feel like I just gotta play around with melodies for a while because I feel like I'm forcing it when I don't really have an idea for what's coming up with it. Oy. Hmm. Let me listen to the whole thing again. Hi, yeah, wind. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I will say hi. Okay, that sounds good. Ugh, I appreciate that. I'm just like hitting a wall. I came up with these ideas, but I'm just, uh, I think part of it is that like the reason I was kind of able to figure out what to do with all of this was because I did have this idea already, and I knew I wanted to include this sort of melody already. But now it's like I don't know what I want to do next, so I'm kind of having a hard time transitioning into doing nothing so far because I don't have anything after this. Uh, um, hmm. Because I had a couple ideas, and unfortunately, one of the ideas I had I cannot easily play out on the guitar to see how I would think it would sound, because it involves a lot of octave related stuff. And when I say I can't play on the guitar, I mostly mean like I can't. I'm sure it's possible. Then what note did I have? I had A. What is that? And then we got. Eh, well, so the reason is I'm not like expecting a ton of people to watch this. I'm mostly doing this because right now or like lately I haven't had as much time to write music. And so now when I do get some time, I kind of don't have as much motivation to do it just because I've been out of it for so long. So I've just been I decided I'd try doing this and see like, oh, if I stream it, well, maybe I'll be more motivated to keep kind of grinding away at it and not just like giving up when I get stuck on something. So that's mostly what this is for. And it's like, oh, if people watch it, that might also motivate me. It's like people are watching me do this, so it's like I need to, I need to try. Uh, God, what do I do? What time is it? 1:19. Okay, I probably won't stream for too much longer today or tonight, I guess though. Um, I do not watch anime. I, funny enough, read the first manga I've ever read, like a month ago. I just personally haven't really gotten into it. Though a lot of my friends are into a few different series right now. I think I have one friend that started watching Cowboy Bebop. Or I should say I know I have this one friend, but I think that's the anime he started watching. Oi, okay. Can I play a song before I leave? You mean like on guitar? Let me think. Can I play so? I'm sitting here thinking, oh, can I get around copyright? It's like I'm not getting monetized anyway. What does it matter? uh, well, let's see. Can I play a song? I can play a song, but it's gonna sound repetitive because I'm not singing with it. I could also play. There's a Bach piece I'd been practicing, so I'll play that first. I do not know that song. I mean, I know the song, but I don't know how to play it. Boy, this is great. That wasn't great, but oh well. I can also play Black Star by Radiohead. Let me see if I can get into a better position. This is super uncomfortable. Oh, that's a lot better. I'm kind of like leaning back in my chair in a really weird way. My arm's starting to hurt. Okay, where was I? Yeah, that's about the entire song. It just repeats over and over again. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I plan to try to do some more of these, at least before the semester starts and I get too busy to do it again. But yeah, um, I also wanted to try to do a couple other streams that weren't necessarily music related, like, try to play Alone in the Dark again, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Yeah, but thank you for stopping by. I will not forget you, Yewins. Uh, okay. Let me see if I can play that Bach piece a little bit better. I'll play it a bit slower. I did not have any warm up, and I also, again, have not been playing guitar for very long. And I probably started with not the best piece for me to play is like one of the first pieces I learned, but that was better. Yeah, that was better. The before I was sitting in a really uncomfortable position for actually playing something. It was fine for just playing through a melody, but it was not good if I was actually like trying to play something out. You're back. Recommend an anime? Sure. Especially if I have kind of the urge to watch something, I'm down for recommendations. Oh God, One Piece. That's the one I was thinking of when I was thinking of why am I not getting into anime because it's got like 1 billion episodes. I know it's so good, but one thing I'm kind of afraid of is because I'm a graduate student, and so what happens is not saying I will never watch it. I'm just saying I don't think that'll be the first one I watch because I tend my like ability to kind of follow a series is limited because I'm as a grad student during the semester I get super busy, so I'm just kind of afraid of like, oh, I get into it and then I fall off of it. Um, but it's something that since I know a lot of people really like, I am open to introducing myself into it. I just don't know if I can get watch Death Knight. Okay, I don't know if Death Note. Oh, okay. That one actually seems also pretty interesting. One of my cousins was watching that at one point and it looked pretty cool, but I never really checked it out. Thanks for the recommendation. Oh god. Yeah. Uh okay, yeah, I think I'll end this stream here in a minute because hey yo, headphone cord getting in the way. Um because I think I'm probably out of ideas for now, but I think this was helpful. Even though I didn't exactly get as much done as I wanted, it was still I think I got some good stuff here. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. I will hopefully do this another time, especially since I'm taking a bit of a break since this last semester completely just destroyed destroyed my whole like basically kicked my ass. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. Hopefully like this week and a little bit next week I'll continue doing a little bit of this. What school do I go to? I go to San Francisco State University. I am physics with a concentration in astronomy, a grad student. Yep. So yeah. I think I will hop off now, and I will see everyone who watches this later. Yeah.